What's up, everybody? I'm going to be going over the actor's point of view and the guest point of view, and I'm going to sum up a lot of stuff. If y'all want to see the videos that I'm going to have on different haunted attractions, I will be uploading them on this channel, the pros and cons. But right now, I just want to do a live of stuff like this, okay? All right, from the guest standpoint, every haunted attraction you go to, it's going to be busy. Come early. Come early. Come early. Because you're going to wait in line regardless. I went to Air Force early. Got to get through everything I wanted to get through. Even joined a group because I go by myself. Because I have no friends, obviously. And I live in Virginia and all my friends live in North Carolina where I'm originally from. So, I go to these haunted attractions, I join up with the group, and I get to see things and whatever. But you're always going to wait, regardless in life. Do you go to the hospital and sitting in the waiting room? Yes, you wait. When you're sitting in traffic, what do? You wait. I mean, come on, anything in life you're going to do, you're going to wait. Next up, don't touch the actors. If it says up there specifically, do not touch the actors, don't touch them. I saw a video of one of the owners talking about spitting and hitting and cussing, okay? One, you spit on me, I'm gonna kick your ass. Not on the property, but I'm gonna kick your ass. Because that is one thing that's illegal. It's assault. You can go to jail for it. Two, I don't know what diseases that you have. And three, you ain't my woman. And four, I'm gonna kick your ass. So don't spit. That's not good. Unless if you want to sit in jail with an ass whooping. Next up, don't come in there drunk. Why do y'all feel the need to come to a haunted attraction drunk? If I came in there drunk, I'd miss everything. I'm so sloppy, walking all over the place. I had a woman touch me. She was drunk. I let it go. I understand. She was a nice woman. But she, them belligerent junks they walk through, and then you get escorted out. And then you go up on these reviews like, oh my God, I hate this place because they escorted me out. Fuck them. Let me tell you something, idiot. You shouldn't have came there drunk and act like a belligerent, touching props, touching actors, cussing at people, making everybody feel uncomfortable and ruining the experience. You wouldn't have got thrown out. If you would have came there sober, you wouldn't have got thrown out. Why do you feel the need to get drunk and come to a haunted attraction? Makes no sense. Okay, next up, on top of that, don't come up here and write reviews just because you can write a review. Everybody's got an opinion, but if you didn't go and experience it and actually have the love for haunting, then don't waste your time. Don't just go up there just because you don't like somebody that works there or you just feel the need to. Okay? So next up, you got to make sure that you doing what you're supposed to. If you got questions about the haunted attraction, ask. Ask what you want to pay for. If there's a haunted attraction you have to pay for separate buildings, or you could pay $50 or $70 to have four, kind of like Pinhurst. Don't get mad and be like, well, I didn't like the third building, even though I could have just paid $18 alone, or I could have paid money for the other ones and skip this. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk about more on that on Pinhurst because somebody wrote that up there. All right. But also, come to have a good time. Come if you like to be scared. Don't come just to be an idiot and ruin the night. Because these people want to go home too. Yes, you're going to be rushed. That's another thing, rushed. We try not to rush you as best as we can. There's a certain time with curfews. Some people's parents want them home a certain time. I think there's a law about it in North Carolina, like 16 and under, you have to be at the house at a certain time. You got loud music and noises, and, there's a curfew for that too. I think it's like 11 or 12, and that's why most haunts don't, stay open until like 10, and they stop selling tickets. But that's another reason. Don't get mad that you're getting rushed. Like I said, come earlier so you don't get rushed. There's so many people that come through there and there's not enough staff members and enough time. If I sat there and I had 1,000 people come through and I'm only letting 3 people every 5 minutes, I'm never going to get done. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. All right, one more thing. Don't walk through haunted attractions and pull fire alarms. I had it happen to me when I was working at Darkside Haunted Estates. I was sitting in the asylum and some jackass decided to pull the fire alarm, which, you know, I didn't think he was going to do. I was in the middle, which I'm mainly in the back, but somebody was back there, but I guess we weren't paying attention good, and he pulled the thing, and the fire department had to come out there, and it was a big old mess. It's just a belligerent mess. All right, so let's talk from the actor standpoint. I have a lot of things to say about actors. Okay, so I'm reading here. I give it only 3 stars due to a racer encounter I experienced this year. This is coming from a guess. Never, ever, 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 ever come working at a haunted attraction and be racist. That's not how things work. You can be racist at home, but we're already having a racial problem. I've read this again 3 years ago. Stop being racist. You know, if you're getting paid to do this, to scare people, how would you feel if somebody came up there and said to your mama, "You a fat, ugly bitch," and spit in your face? What would you do? How would you feel? You would want to punch that person. So what gives you the bright idea to come up here and tell people, oh, make monkey noises and make fun of black people or make fun of white people or make fun of anybody of color? You're there to scare them, not be racist. If I owned a haunted attraction and I caught your ass being racist, I'd fire you on the spot. You wouldn't get no money at all. Best believe that. You wouldn't be coming back to my ground either. You got a problem with that? Well, should have thought about that. Okay, next up. Do not hold the people back, okay? Stop holding people back. What's so smart about, oh, I'm holding a group back? Stop holding up a group. Let them go, okay? Let them go. You can scare the person within a couple seconds. You can do what you got to do. But when you're sitting there constantly holding them back even though they're traumatized or they don't know the attraction good and they want to keep up with their group, don't be sitting there for 15 minutes doing that. I see a bad review due to that. And one of my friends, I told her the other night, this review is about you. Stop holding the group back. They're already scared enough. Let them go. You don't have to sit there and be up in their face for 15 minutes and then the next group catches up and guess what? You're not in your spot. You can't scare them. They're not going to be scared. They're not going to be scared of you. It ain't going to be worth it. So next up, on top of that, I encountered this the other night. When there's an employee walking through your scene and there's nobody coming, don't be getting up in their face being Billy Badass and what are you doing in my area? You need to get out. And then when I told him, I'm walking through, I'll be getting out of your area soon. He got in my face again in the church. I'm like, dude, if I didn't love this haunted attraction and have the love for it and put the hard work and dedication, I know I live in Virginia now, but if you don't get the fuck up on my face, we're going to have a problem. But it's got handled. It's got handled, so it ain't bad. I came in another encounter with another employee, but this is another thing. Don't come to work drunk. Don't come in there drinking because, you do a lot of stuff, and alcohol does a lot of stuff when you drink. And I had a man get up in my face talking about some stuff because he's been drinking. And then he comes apologize to me the next day through my friend because he didn't know what got into him. What got into him is freaking alcohol. Okay, so next up, so stop being rude to your fellow employees because that is not a good thing to do. Fire your ass for that too. Stay in your spot. If you do not let nobody know, like, hey, I went to the bathroom. And when you go to the bathroom, don't sit there and be like going in the other scenes helping other people or lollygagging. You get your ass back and you get to work. Okay, I experienced that the other night and I'm like, when you're already understaffed, right? And they're trying to pull people from other scenes, unless if the owners or the management team pulled you, why are you in that scene? Why are you over there? Get your ass back. And unless you're going to get some water, or you're going to go take a pee, stay in your spot. This one bothers me a lot. I had a problem with the haunted attraction in Virginia doing this. Shut the hell up. I don't want to hear you talk. Talking does not scare me. I had a girl in a corner standing there, and I thought she was fake. Light turned out. I turned my head, looked at her. Light turned on. Still standing there. Light turned out. Turned away. Light turned on. She was in my face. I jumped. She went back to her spot slowly. She was just standing there tilting her head looking at me. And I'm just walking away looking. The less you talk, the more scary you'll be. Why do you think Michael Myers is so scary? Why do you think people are scared of Michael Myers? Does he ever talk? No. Does Jason Voorhees ever talk? No. Why do you think Freddy Krueger gets so pissed at Jason Voorhees in the movie? Because he doesn't talk back to him. He can't get under his skin if he's not talking. You don't regret your silence. But the more you talk to people, the scare factor is going to go down, and they're not going to be scared anymore. They're going to be like, that wasn't worth it at all. That wasn't scary at all. So, I mean, yeah, that takes down another scare factor. Also, I know people are going to piss you off, but hold it together. Not everybody's going to be in your scene for 5,000 years. You know, I had a guy get up in my face being disrespectful. Keep it moving. Ignored him. Keep it moving. He was gone out of my scene within a couple seconds. That was it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to sit there and butt heads with the guy or whatever. It comes to a problem where he won't leave you alone, kind of like the situation I had in the graveyard. You go tell somebody, you know, and they'll get security or the owners or management to handle that situation. Also, if you're a guest, do not bring anybody that has back and neck problems, epilepsy, stuff like that. You know, we're not trying to have it turn into a bad night. I know people can have panic attacks and not know it, or anxiety attacks. That happens. But, you know, make sure that you know yourself before you go out there and know the consequences when you go out there. See, a lot of these are pretty high up, like ranking wise. Let's see, like, oh yeah, another thing haunt attractions need to do. Don't just do cash only. We are in an we're in an era that we can, you know, I can actually hold my phone up and it can scan the barcode off my phone and know I paid for it. I know a lot of you people like to do old fashioned, but this is a problem I ran into in Virginia. What if I live in North Carolina? And there was like literally no bank of mine around that area I went to that haunted attraction. I had to step out of line, go 15 minutes to, luckily I found a bank that didn't charge me a fee. Take money out and come back. You shouldn't have to do that. And you should be making it able so people can buy online. We're in an era. You don't know how to do it? Find somebody who knows how to freaking do it for you. There's plenty of people that can show you how to do it. There's plenty of owners that know how to do it. That's the problem I had running through Virginia. Virginia's old-timey, but daggone it, it is what it is. So, you know, a lot of these reviews are good. Dark Side's 4.5. That's pretty good. Now let's do Woods of Terror. See what Eddie's got going on here. Oh, Edster. 4.5. Oh, they're in a competing battle. Let's see. Clayton Fear Farm. 3.9. God. See, the problem I had with Clayton was they didn't have enough actors. That's why I say stay in your spot. Because people are going to notice that. They're going to be like, that wasn't scary. There was only 2 actors in the building. If you have 7 actors in the building and there's only 2 in there, what are you doing? I understand if you're understaffed. But if you're understaffed, this goes with my thing I said earlier. Don't be walking off and staying gone for hours. Come back to your spot. It's not that hard. It really, really, really isn't that hard. And please stop touching props. And that goes for employees too. I walked through and a girl knocked off a head of an animatronic that I worked on. It made me mad. I was like, I know you're an actor and I'm a guest right now, but girl, last year I fixed that head onto that character. And you know how much that animatronic cost? And that's for actors. Do not sit there and mess up animatronics. I've seen 2 animatronics get destroyed due to drinks. That's another thing. Keep your drinks and food out of the damn scenes. Like, I shouldn't be tripping over a damn Pepsi. I should not be tripping over no damn Pepsi. Oh, yes, this is another problem I have. Keep your mask on. I have walked through and seen a character without their mask. I'm just like... I understand if you come back from the bathroom, but why are you not wearing your mask? You're just sitting there chilling, talking to a friend. He's supposed to be right there. You're supposed to be right there, and you're sitting there talking to him. And then boom. Oh crap, there's guests right there. We can't do nothing now. We don't have time to put our mask on and jump in our spots and then try to scare them. It just doesn't work like that. It really doesn't work like that. Harvest Farms Nightmare 3.0. So all the attractions I named up on this video, y'all go check them out. Y'all tell me what y'all think about these haunted attractions. I mean, I like them all. Don't get me wrong. Wow, how did they get a lower score? But yeah, y'all just tell me what y'all think about these haunted attractions that I named. Y'all go check them all out. And for the owners, I understand y'all have to keep up. Y'all make sure that the line's moving, the guests are being safe, the guests are, being safe towards the employees, and the employees are being safe to the guests. You got to make sure that the employees are in their spots. You have so much going on. But do one thing to yourself. Do one smart thing. And you'll always be good. Just do one smart thing. Be a people person. Because what if, like, a customer was pissed off and there's an employee sitting there cussing at them because they're sitting there saying that, okay, I had this the other night. My boys told me this, and it kind of like made me believe if I was an owner, I'd have fired your fucking ass. That's what I would have done. I don't care. I would have fired you. Because there's no reason, even if a guest says, yes, this freaking building sucks, you should not be getting up there cussing at the customer, treating them like dog crap. And they have a kid in front of them that's not over the age of 16 or over the age of freaking 15. You should not be cussing at the guest. No. No, that is a no-no. You should get fired on a freaking spot. Because you do not deserve it. And then you go back and the guest tells on you, and guess what? Not only you're messing up the owner's money, you're messing up yourself and your reputation. Because, okay, my actor, I own a sane asylum, okay? Pretend. It's called Nick Asylum, Sane Asylum, whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, I came here last year. It kind of sucked. And then Joey, that works in the sane asylum, is like over there cussing at him, treating him like dog crap, like F you, F that, F this, F that. You won't know crap. We upgraded this year. You ain't nothing but a piece of garbage. Like, and then they got a kid with them. And then they walk through, and then you come outside, you flipping the bird at him and still treating him like dog crap. Guest came up to tell me, you know how I'm going to handle it? I don't want them to feel like they cannot come back or that they don't want to come back. And they sit up here and put a bad review and other customers don't want to come back up here because I didn't handle the situation like I was supposed to handle it. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be a people person. I can't just be like, well, that's Joey for you guys. Just ignore Joey. He's just like that. I'm like, no, sir. I'm going to try to do my best. Maybe even try to get them into one of my other attractions, like my side shows, for free. To make them understand that I'm a good owner and that I'm here to help them. I'm there to sit there and talk to them like a therapist. If my worker's sitting there acting like a bully, I'm not going to be like, well, it's okay, kid. I don't care if you're getting bullied. I'm going to be sitting there like, handle the situation. I'm going to sit there and be like, look, man, like, I am so sorry for your experience. I will take care of that. We got this new attraction over here, or we got this attraction over here. You out on my plan, we'll let you do it for free, or we'll give you a discount off of it, for your bad experience. I am so sorry. We're not mainly looked at, You know, I'm not in control of everybody, but I will handle the situation for you, sir or ma'am. But, you know, and show them to the other attraction. They might be happy and be, you know, willing to come back because I was a people person and I was able to talk to them. That's what owners need to do, or management. I've seen a few attractions I've been to where the employees act like crap. When I try to ask them a question, I didn't want to come back. I wanted to sit there and put a bad review and tell all my friends not to go there. And guess what? That messes up your money. So have some fucking respect when you're talking to the public. If they're being nice to you, even if they're being mean, you bite the bullet and you handle the situation. You de-escalate the situation. That's how you handle it. You somehow make the customer want to come back. Because if you sit there and blow it off, 20 bucks out the window, 40 bucks out the window, 50 bucks out the window. So remember that, owners. Remember that. Alright, anything else I gotta say? Wow, 21 minutes of talking. But that's what I think in my opinion. But for all these attractions, whether in Virginia, West Virginia, Chicago, North Carolina, if y'all ever in the area, y'all go check these places out, like Shocktober and Leesburg, Virginia. If you live in Virginia, that's a good place. If you live in Pennsylvania, Pennhurst Asylum, and I think there's another one up there that is pretty good. If you live in North Carolina, check out Dark Side Haunted Estates, Woods of Terror, Clayton Fear Farm, Harvest Farms Nightmare, everything. Just y'all go and check them all out, you know, and see which one's your favorite and which one's your least favorite. But we all have different opinions, you guys. But for the main thing, actors, owners, security, guests, we're all just here to have a good time. Life's too short to sit there and cause drama and stuff. You know, we already got problems at home. Don't bring your problems to the haunted attraction, whether you're a guest or an employee. You got problems at home, leave them at home. Deal with them when you leave there. Because we're trying to have fun, and we see each other as a family. We're supposed to be there for each other as a family and work together, not to be separate. It's not how haunted attraction families work. But y'all have a good day now. I got what I had to say across. Y'all be safe, and I'm out. Peace.